Okay, here we are. 2014 Royal Rumble is done. Just got done watching it. Some positives and negatives to talk about tonight.
Actually, I thought it was pretty good overall.
It was pretty good overall. It started with some heat. I liked even that the pre-show gave us a change of belts. That was pretty cool. We'll get to everything in just a second here. Let me just tweet this out that we're starting.
Chris the dog said that was awful.
We've started our own little Royal Rumble here. In some cases, our lineup might be a little better than what we saw tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But we had a few surprise entries that were pretty cool. Had one that I could have done with. Well, I was thinking Sheamus in general.
Oh. I thought you were talking about El Torrio or something.
That's the one I could have done without.
And JBL.
Well, yeah, you knew somebody at that announce table was probably going in.
Uh-oh.
And I guess JBL made sense since really
everybody wanted this guy in, that's for sure.
They actually booed when this guy did not get in. And, well, they booed everything that didn't go Daniel Bryan's way tonight.
It got a little out of hand, I think, sometimes.
That crowd gave no fucks for that title match, I'll tell you that much.
No.
So, all right, we're kind of all over the place with what we're talking about, but I guess what we could do is maybe just go right in line with this.
Well, you saw, after 14 years, the New Age Outlaws.
Yeah, you saw something you hadn't seen in over a decade.
Win the WWE Tag Team Championship.
Score one for DX.
Yeah, baby.
Triple H had to have a smile on his face. So, yeah, it was the New Age Outlaws taking out Cody Rhodes and Goldust in a pretty good pre-show.
Daniel Bryan Batista.
Really? Yeah. I think whoever picked that lineup would get shot. You put your two guys out. Well, if they last the whole time, but you know in this game they won't. So, yeah. Anyway, it was a good pre-show match. It really was. Hey, Coolio, how you doing? We saw Chris there. Hey, all the regulars. Good to see you. We got screwed. Hashtag, yeah. Yeah, well, definitely. I think the crowd felt that way at times. But, so I don't know. What did you guys think of the opener? What did you think of Cody and Goldust losing their title to the New Age Outlaws?
It's about time.
Yeah. I think it kind of run its course with...
then Cody Goldust eliminating Cody.
Did it happen again?
Did you see it?
I must have been out of the room at that.
Yeah, Goldust eliminating Cody.
Oh, I think that's maybe when I got my phone call or something. So it happened for the...
That was the first time.
Cody got him twice, yeah. Correct. Okay, so they went the other way. And
well, they made it look like an accident.
Yeah.
But
we'll get to that match in a minute. All right, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. But, yeah, so they came back later in the Rumble. And, yeah. But, so right off the bat, you had the title change on the tag team. So then we move into the main show and had ourselves a hell of a match. What I really didn't see coming out of Bray Wyatt. I mean, just the fact that the match would go that long. You're like, I remember you looked at me and
I was
said,
like, this match is going way too long.
How is that match still going? And we're kind of like, yeah, I didn't really know Bray Wyatt could work that long.
We kept having a lot of internet issues at that match.
Yeah, we were kind of pissed. And then our buddy Tubby Emu was like, hey, just watch it on the 360. So we did, and actually that worked like a charm. So thanks to Tubby for that. I was almost ready to ask for my refund. But he's not going to put Batista out already, is he? They need more people in that ring. Well, here comes somebody. But anyway, we got Daniel Bryan and Bray Wyatt right off the bat there when the actual show started. And good match. I mean, really good match. It had the crowd very well involved. And boy, oh boy, did they...
Who the hell is Rick Victor?
Well, like I said, I think he's an NXT guy. But yeah, we didn't really handpick this lineup that we put in here. We kind of let... well, I guess we did in certain spots here. They'll see some of our hard-on wrestling universe in here. But anyway, we do a universe mode. If you aren't familiar with the show that we do, called Hard On Wrestling, might be a couple of our wrestlers in here, just saying. But anyway, Bray Wyatt certainly shined tonight.
Yeah, that Sister Abigail into the barrier kind of took out Daniel there.
I'm usually kind of like whatever when he hits the Sister Abigail to end a match, but the way it was performed, I know it was outside the ring, and he got him right into the barrier. I was pretty. Speaking of our universe, there's B.A. Daniel or Badass Daniel.
He's in there with Bryan.
And he's in there with that. Now I will laugh if Badass eliminates Daniel Bryan. That'll be pretty funny.
I'll laugh more if Gay Daniel comes out.
Yeah. I didn't see him on the card, but did you see him?
No,
Stick him on there? Okay, that's funny. Oh, Batista's out. Little revenge for what people want. That's what people wanted to see tonight more than anything. They wanted to see Daniel come in 30th and take Batista out. But so anyway, Kofi, Coolio. Yeah, we'll get to Kofi when we get to the Rumble match. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. So so the Sister Abigail move outside of the ring. The two Daniels are taking on each other. Yes. Oh, and here comes The Rock. Is Breezy here? We had to do this just for a nod for our buddy Breezy. Throw The Rock in here. Because why not, right? Watch the two Daniels eliminate The Rock. Oh, they're going to do it? Oh, get him?
No.
No, okay. We're watching too much of this and not talking about the actual thing here. So, yeah. Basically, it was Bray Wyatt's night to shine. Actually, the rest of the Wyatt family got eliminated from ringside. Or ejected, I should say, not eliminated. And he's like, that's okay. I don't need you in this fight. And he didn't. He took it to Daniel Bryan, and they're really setting Bray Wyatt up for big things, I guess. So, yeah, that match, I don't know what you guys thought of it, but I thought it was pretty darn good. I think in general we really liked the first two matches. I bet you JBL lasts longer in here than he did in real life. Oh, Badass got tossed out.
The first match is good. Then you got to the next match.
Yeah.
It wasn't a match.
No. It was a
mugging.
It was a mugging. It was. Well, first of all, how long did the actual match last? Because it didn't start for the longest time because
5 minutes.
Because Brock ambushed him, and Paul Heyman gave him a chair, and he just started beating on him with the chair, and they couldn't even allow the match to start because they couldn't get the two separated. So Big Show. Wow, The Rock gets thrown out of there like before Fandango even hits. Well, that's interesting. So, but you had Big Show. I don't think anybody gave Big Show a chance tonight, and that's pretty much how it went down. I mean, he never had a shot. Although I guess he did hit him with the KO punch.
Yeah, he did get him there, but
which really startled Brock, but Brock still was able to F5 Big Show, and that was it. It really wasn't a match, in length of time or competitiveness. It just, I think, like we said earlier today when we were doing the prediction show with Tubby, it was more or less to make Brock look good, and so that's what they attempted to do. Sets up Brock to come back home here for Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber. Yeah, baby.
6 minutes, 22 seconds. Is that the actual match or the entire time they were out there? Because the match
I think
didn't
that was
start
the actual match.
Ever.
The match lasted a while because remember they were walking around hurt. And
yeah,
I looked at you and said, I hope this match doesn't go much longer.
Yeah, well, right. And it didn't.
No, that's when he got F5 and it was pretty much over.
Yeah. But it was, it was a match. That's about all I had to say. I expected more out of that, I guess. But, whatever. It's Brock and Big Show. It wasn't going to be an epic, long match or anything like that.
And then you got the World Heavyweight Championship match. And
yeah, when we saw that,
the whole freaking crowd didn't care. Yeah,
well, it was funny because right before that we said, oh my God, do we have Goldberg coming? We got Goldberg coming out.
Goldberg? Oh, God.
Here he is.
This is
That's what everybody wanted when Ryback came out. Because obviously the Goldberg.
This is Ryback right here.
Yep. So you got Ryback tonight instead of Goldberg. Here now we got the real thing. But yeah. So I don't know. So we were saying, okay, well, there were rumors that maybe they throw an extra match in there if they needed time, and it could have been the Divas. It could have been AJ Lee and Naomi. But when they said Cena Orton was up next, we're like, okay, well. Obviously, no Divas. And at one point, I swear, that crowd turned on that championship match so bad. It got really ugly.
Yeah, they started chanting for Divas.
I mean, we had every chant. We had This Is Boring. We had We Want Divas. I don't know what else did they say. They were chanting. Well, it was Daniel Bryan chants for the first half of the match.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just nobody gave a shit at all about that match, and you pretty much had everybody stealing the other person's moves. You had Orton. Orton hit an AA on him.
Yeah, we first put him in the whatever.
He put him in a submission. And, yeah, so he stole all Cena's moves, and you knew it. Like, you saw earlier on, it almost looked like Cena had tried, like, a botched RKO. And I don't think that's really what it was, but it almost had that look. And then, once Orton was stealing Cena's moves, you're like, Cena's going to hit him with an RKO, and he did. So they went back and forth and stole each other's move sets, and, obviously so many kickouts at 2, and which you're always going to get with Super Cena. But in the end,
it comes down to...
It was actually... I was a little surprised at how it ended. Not at the result, but how it ended.
The Wyatt family
all of a sudden, cut the match. Here comes the Wyatts. And when the lights come back on, it's trouble for John Cena. All of a sudden, the Wyatts have something against John Cena.
Well, according to Nikki, they have trouble with all of her family
With
members.
all of her family, yeah. That's what she tweeted earlier anyway. So, yeah, there you go. So now the Wyatts are in John Cena's business. Randy Orton finishes the deal. What, he hit him with one final RKO, right? And that was it?
Yep.
Yep. So Cena, excuse me. Orton retains. He is still your champion. And... the Wyatts continue to dismantle Cena after the match. So, that was fun. But
that's what everybody wanted to see.
I mean, it was definitely the Wyatt's night. I mean, between Bray's win over Daniel and then them interfering in the title match, big things happening for the Wyatts now. That brings us up to...
They had to. I mean, you realize they lost every single match up until the point. I mean...
Yeah,
you're trying to figure out
Bray Wyatt beat...
I know, but you're trying to figure out why the hell they were trying to do what they were doing with this.
Yeah.
And they're just losing every match.
Yeah. I mean, Bray Wyatt had beaten Daniel before at a pay-per-view, but yeah. What was that, a couple months ago? Here comes Mason Ryan. Mason Ryan's a big deal in our universe mode, hard on wrestling.
Maybe it should be the
Look at Fandango calling him in here. He's like, you bring it.
Maybe it should be the other guy.
Yeah, the guy tonight.
Yeah. That guy's
Rusev, yeah. Alexander Rusev.
That guy's pretty beastly.
He was pretty beastly, yeah, I'd say. So, yeah, we got 59 people watching. Hello, everybody. Hope you, well, maybe you didn't enjoy the pay-per-view if you're coming here for results, but hopefully you stick around and enjoy talking about it here, is I guess what I'm trying to say. So, Coolio's saying this Monday, AJ Lee versus Naomi Divas title.
Who knows?
Yeah, that could happen. I don't know. So I don't think AJ probably doesn't drop the belt at this point. But we were saying earlier today, if it were going to be one of the divas that she dropped it to, Naomi is definitely one of the better ring workers. If she's definitely athletic, and I mean, some of these people that they get in here for the divas just seem like they can't really wrestle very well. But that's just
Naomi can.
Me personally. But, yeah, Naomi can. So, all right. I guess we're tackling the 30-man Royal Rumble match itself now. Your main event of the night, started by CM Punk. And who do we have at number 2?
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins, yep. You knew it was going to be a member of the Shield. You almost just knew it.
I knew it was going to be, I didn't know who it was going to be. But...
I kind of figured Seth, because I figured that if anybody were to go... from the Shield, it'd be Seth early, but he lasted a long time too. So, number 1 and number 2 stuck around a long time, a really long time,
to the very end.
And so I didn't keep a scorecard on who came in at what point, but basically your insignificant players, both the Usos. Swagger didn't hang around very long. Cesaro had a nice run where he came in and he swung just about everybody that was in the ring at the time.
Actually,
including Punk, right? He swung Punk.
Yeah.
Who was it that he swung forever, though?
Seth.
Was that Seth at the end there, finally?
Yeah.
Or was it Roman?
No, it was Seth.
I thought he actually got Roman at one point. Anyway, he did the Cesaro swing on just about everybody. But it was...
I'll tell you one thing about Cesaro. He didn't back down from anybody in that ring. He was battling it out with everybody.
You gotta love Cesaro. I mean, wow, was that Brock that just got tossed in a match? Wow. Titus is a beast whenever we play. I don't know what that is. I mean, you got Otunga in there. That's kind of funny. Big Show's coming. Oh, look out. Brock didn't get to face off a Big Show. That would have been fun since we had that tonight. But, yeah, let's see. Other insignificant players on the night. Miz really didn't do much of anything when he came in. Should we talk surprise entries? The very first one was Kevin Nash. Or I should say the very first one. We had Alexander Rusev from NXT. And he lasted a little while. I don't think anyone really got eliminated from the time he came in. He was probably the first eliminated, but he stuck in there for 2-3 more people that came in. Looked halfway decent. Yeah, let's see. Was Kevin Nash the next, what you would call a surprise?
Well, yeah, then was he next? It probably was.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember if there was anyone in between there that we really would have been shocked at. Kevin Nash came in before Sheamus, right?
I don't remember.
I don't know. They were somewhere in the middle of both of them. So then Sheamus comes back. And we're like, hey, nice return for Sheamus. And Sheamus got a long run. Sheamus was in there up until like pretty much the end there, the last, half dozen, 6-8 guys. So he definitely had a run out there. I think the low light of the whole thing was El Torito. Really? You put El Torito in there?
And how about JBL? He walks in the ring and gets thrown out.
Yeah. It looked like an exact replay of when they sent King in there.
I mean,
it was the exact same thing. Oh, okay, get in there. And then as soon as he turned around and said, here, hold my jacket, he was going over the ropes. Oh, there goes Mason Ryan. So JBL, that I don't know. I almost wish, I know they got some spots to kind of throw away in there, but that was just, yeah. I mean, that was totally a throwaway.
If you're going to throw away more spots, bring more of your NXT people in there.
Yeah, right,
That's crazy, dude.
Give a couple people shots. I'd almost rather... Well, they never do it. But I'd almost rather you throw a diva in there than El Torito.
They've had a few divas in
there. Have they done that before?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. So the first elimination was Sandow? Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, he was in early and gone early. So then...
What makes it even
worse? That's right. Sheamus was in the final 3. That's right.
Yeah, he was.
He did. Yeah, he made it to the last 3. And that was because... Okay, so when it got really crazy, all 3 Shield members were in. And who was it that Roman had just thrown over? We just watched this like 10 minutes ago. Roman throws Goldust over. We'll have to get back to Kofi as I see Kofi come in here. Now, let me hit Kofi first. Kofi, once again, pulled off one of his Royal Rumble tricks, and you just knew somewhere he was gonna play on that. Okay, both feet have to hit the floor, right? And Kofi, being the high flyer he is, and we've seen him take a chair from the announce table and hop his way back in a Rumble. We've seen him get caught by someone else in the ring and be saved. Well, he jumps out or he gets thrown out, and he's standing on top of the barrier in the crowd, and he kind of tight ropes the barrier, and he takes one huge leap and gets back in the ring. So that was a pretty cool moment. He had another one where he almost got tossed out, and he was hanging by his feet, and it was Swagger, I think, was stepping on him, and he pulled Swagger's boot off, hit him with it, and was able to get back up. So Kofi definitely had a couple spots that were really cool. He's always fun for that. But so back to the spot where Roman Reigns throws Goldust out. Dean Ambrose then, standing right behind him, takes the chance. You knew it was going to happen at some point. Somebody out of the Shield was going to take a shot at someone else. So Dean tries to eliminate Roman, and it doesn't work. And then Seth is in Dean's face, and Dean's like, "What? It's everybody for themselves, And so then it wasn't much longer. Roman's got a shot at the ropes where it's both Dean and Seth, and they're tangled up with somebody else. and Roman sends them all three over at once. It was insane. So Roman Reigns does set a record tonight with was it 12 people eliminated? Yep. So
somehow I don't remember all 12 of them.
I don't know. I guess they were there. You run it back and count it up. I mean, he had 3 at once. So I mean, I guess they did pile up fast, but he does set the record. So yeah. Dolph Ziggler was in there. He was another surprise, seeing that just for the fact that he had been concussed and didn't know if he was ready to go yet or not. So it was kind of cool to see Dolph back. It's cool to see Ziggler back. There goes David Otunga over the top. We had a joke going that
you had a good run in this one.
Yeah, we had our 1 in a million shot for tonight, and one of the callers said David Otunga. We kind of laughed, so we had to throw him in ours here. But yeah. I'm trying to think.
Oh, Billy Gunn.
Were there any other surprises thrown in there that I didn't touch on?
I don't know. What do you guys think? I want to know what you guys thought your favorite moment while the Royal Rumble
I guess we better finish the result first. So the final two. Bautista comes in at 28, by the way. 28, right?
Yeah.
Bautista comes in at 28. Your final two. I know what I didn't hit on. Shit, I almost forgot. CM Punk is in there. Till the late going, till the final 4 or 5. And that was another surprise. Kane was in. Kane was in early, and Punk eliminated him early. So Punk hung on to almost the entire time. But in the late goings, Kane comes ringside, blindsides, and surprises Punk. And I don't know. He didn't actually. Did he pull him out himself, or did somebody else eliminate Punk?
Kane?
Did Kane actually?
No, Kane put him on.
Kane got him, right? Yep. So Kane eliminates Punk, which kind of sucks. But you knew he was coming back for revenge.
Then he chokeslammed him through the Spanish announce table.
Oh, that's right, he did. Yeah, that poor dang Spanish announce table. Once again,
Poor Cena.
The Spanish announce table needs a Twitter account if it doesn't have one. It's like, why me? Why always me? I could see the account now. It's probably already out there. But So that took care of Punk, but your final two, Roman Reigns, who's speared and eliminated everybody at record pace, 12 people, and Bautista, who came in at 28th and didn't do crap the whole night.
Yeah.
But, you knew he'd be around near the end. So the crowd is booing everything Bautista's doing. The crowd is totally popping for Roman Reigns. And what happens? Roman looks like he's going to throw Bautista out. Bautista counters it, throws Roman Reigns right out. Your winner of the Royal Rumble for 2014 is Bautista.
Whoopie ding.
Yep. That's kind of the feeling I had. Really?
Everybody wanted Roman Reigns, I think. Everybody in the arena sure did.
Yeah. Well, everybody in the arena wanted Daniel Bryan, and when he didn't come out at 30, and when it was Rey Mysterio, which if they would have figured it out, Rey Mysterio was, he was confirmed, on the first list. Everybody booed. Everybody started the Daniel Bryan chants back up. They were mad he wasn't put in there. And so when they finally got over that, and they were like, in awe of what Roman Reigns was doing, everyone was behind Roman Reigns. And they booed the result. They booed Bautista winning, which I guess really bummed out the crowd. And I can understand why. I mean, Roman had a huge run, and he was early on. I thought one of the guys that would be right there, and he was. But in the end, it's Bautista. So come on back for a week, say hi to the crowd on Raw, and win the Royal Rumble, I guess.
Yeah, I don't like when they bring one person in and he wins. I don't,
Well, we're talking about let's push the young talent, the really athletic, deserving guys right now, like Roman. Let's. Why do we got to keep bringing the old guys back?
Oh,
I mean, how?
Damn,
Del Rio, man.
Oh,
there goes Seth. Oh, Del Rio's getting rid of everybody there. Really, we got Knuckles Madsen from NXT.
Hey, we had to add NXT guys in here.
Please tell me Knuckles isn't going to win it. I think I know who you put number 30.
Oh, I didn't. There's no way you can.
I thought it was always the top. I guess maybe they don't go that way. Maybe it was just a coincidence the time I set it up. But anyway,
Because number 1 was Punk on our thing and it didn't work that way.
Yeah. Michael Cassidy says, screw Ray. Should have been Bryan. Yep. I hear you. I think it's time now to start talking letter grade for Royal Rumble. Well, not letter grade.
No.
Grade out of 10, basically, of what we thought. I mean, it's always hard right when it ends to kind of let it sink in, but, I'm just... I think you said, was it right when we came on, or was it before we did, that overall, it was a pretty good pay-per-view.
I think overall it was, yeah.
I did like the Royal Rumble match. I didn't necessarily like how it ended. I didn't really want to see Bautista take it. I did want to see Daniel Bryan involved in it. Yeah, it didn't happen. And I would have been much more satisfied with a Roman Reigns win or a CM Punk win. But all in all, I can't complain. I thought the Royal Rumble match was good. I thought the Brock Lesnar Big Show match was worthless. Everything else was pretty decent. Sadly, the title match, almost could have been the first match. It just, I don't know. I don't know why I liked the Daniel Bryan match so much better, but it did. So, but yeah, overall, I think it was pretty good. We want refunds. Yeah.
We asked for a refund at one point in time.
Well, that's just because our connect. We went through WWE.com and bought it that way, and it just wasn't staying connected tonight until we moved to the Xbox 360, which was fine. So, yeah. What do you guys give it? What do you give it out of 10? I'm curious to see what you guys think about tonight's pay-per-view if you saw it. Michael Cassidy says Royal Rumble was a 6 out of 10. I will still watch the Elimination Chamber, though. Yeah, I don't know if we said this or not, but Junk and I will be at the Elimination Chamber because it is in Minneapolis at the Target Center. So we bought our tickets the night they had SmackDown here. We were at that, and yeah, you came in 30, didn't you?
No.
That wasn't 30? Was that 29?
29.
Oh, okay. That's Junk's character, Sunshine, there with the yellow leg tattoos. He is one of the stars of our Hard On Wrestling stable, and he's currently kicking some NXT ass right now. So, or maybe not.
He's gonna be eliminated right away.
Uh-oh. Can he work out of that?
I don't know.
All I know is when it's gonna be a while till we come around the bend with that, because we're a long ways off in our universe mode. That's gonna be a lot of fun when we get to our Royal Rumble, though. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
There are going to be a lot of people that...
Balls Mahoney.
Balls Mahoney is number 30. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's insane. All right, Mahoney. So I see an 8 out of 10 from Coolio. Brian Davis gives it 6.5 out of 10. Who won the Rumble? It was Bautista. Bautista won the Rumble.
Billy Gunn's going to win.
We have a 3.
3, wow. What didn't you like about it?
Taboo Terry says that's why WWE Network is happening. No one wants to pay $50 or $60 for these pay-per-views. I agree. This was actually the last, unless you count the tickets we bought for Elimination Chamber, which I guess you should count, this was the last pay-per-view that we'll have to pay full price for. So, I'm, as somebody who has been buying all of them, I'm thrilled for the WWE Network. This will be great. Yes, please.
Yeah,
pay $10 a month over 50.
There've been some really bad pay-per-views.
There's been a few that I think my outlook would have been a lot better on had it cost me $10. That's just. I think I'd have a much better outlook on a couple of these that ended terribly. The one where Big Show came and ruined everything. There were just a couple bad pay-per-views here recently, but. This one, I'd say pretty good. Hook all your loyal YouTube fans with Elimination Chamber tickets. Yeah. I don't know if we have those kind of fun sitting around, but hey, maybe we could host an after party or a pre-party. I'd be down for that. We could have a YouTube hangout at Hubert's before, although a lot of our viewers might not be able to get into Hubert's. I just thought about that. Now, how awesome would that be, though? have a little YouTube hang out before Elimination Chamber. Yeah, because I don't know if we'll be able to do the results show. If we do, it'll either be on location, shot on an iPhone, or it will be way late. I don't think either one of us is going to feel like doing it at midnight. So
No.
I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if we do a show for Elimination Chamber right after the fact or not. Maybe we can find a way to. Maybe we can swing it on the iPhone or something. On location at Hubert's.
Yeah, we could try.
Although Hubert's probably copyrighted music everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you guys have creative ideas on what we could do.
On the way home in the car.
We got a 9.5 out of 10. You were impressed. Wow, okay.
You couldn't give it a 9.5 just because of the championship match.
And the Brock. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think that was that great a match.
It's Degeneration X against the Emperor of Pain.
Haha, nice. You got to be loving that. Taking on one of your icons. One of your... I'd say Sunshine is very much influenced and formed by DX, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So this is big time right here. He
gonna
probably
get
be
schooled here.
honored to. Well,
he's gonna get schooled here in a second.
He sure did. Wow, look at that.
Badass.
Well, that's pretty much going to end this for us. Eric Helm says it was a horrible ending, especially if the crowd is booing the winner. That's all bad. Yeah, I agree. Why does WWE keep pushing away Daniel Bryan? I can only assume it's for a bigger payoff at some point. I mean, because you're denying everybody what they want right now as Daniel Bryan. So I don't know. Maybe it leads to a much bigger payoff at WrestleMania. We'll see. But obviously he didn't gain his way there with tonight's. He didn't even get in the Rumble match. So we'll have to see what is in store for Daniel Bryan. But that pretty much does it for our Royal Rumble match here, as he points towards the WrestleMania sign. So I guess we'll probably call it a night. But thanks for joining us for our results. Hope you enjoyed the Royal Rumble. By all means, continue to give us your grades of the pay-per-view. I guess very quickly, what do you give it out of 10?
All right, about 7. About 8. I'll give it an 8.
You're gonna go 8. I'm gonna say a 7. I'm gonna say a 7.
Yeah,
I think
thinking.
it was solid. I think we probably meet right in the middle there between 7 and 8 between both of us. Definitely worth watching. Not the best thing we've ever seen, but yeah, definitely had its moments. So leave your thoughts in there. And
if you guys want to see more result shows, you can go over to Tubby Emu on Twitch.
Yeah, I believe Tubby Emu is also
he just started up right.
Oh, he just started now? Well,
like
there you
10
go.
minutes ago.
Perfect. We just led right into Tubby's show. Go over to Twitch. I believe it's Twitch. Is it Twitch.tv or whatever? It's Twitch/Tubby Emu, I believe, is what he's rolling on. So definitely go check out his show. We had a lot of fun hanging out with him earlier today on his prediction stream. So we'll leave it at that, guys. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you, well, hopefully next month for something involving Elimination Chamber. We will be there, so hopefully we can find a way to talk to you guys afterwards. So take it easy. We'll see you next time.
Later.